Hello, welcome to the Colourful Creativity podcast. My name is Carolien and this is episode 67. You can find me online everywhere as Carolien, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Ravelry, the works, you know it. I have an Etsy shop, carolien.etsy.com, and there is a Ravelry group for the podcast and my yarn, which is the Colourful Creativity group on Ravelry. Welcome everyone, welcome back to all returning viewers. I'm happy you like it and you stick around. And of course, welcome to all new viewers, because there were quite a few new subscribers. I'm happy that you subscribed, and hello to you and thank you for trying. I hope you like it and stick around. Yeah, first of all I want to say thank you to the overwhelming response on my previous podcast. I appreciate all your stories. I'm happy I'm not alone. I think this taboo is ridiculous, because if we don't talk about it, we don't get help. We don't share. We only see the pretty stories. And life is not always pretty. Life is also sometimes rough and tough and shitty and whatever words you want to use for it. I do want to say that I do understand that not all depressions are that easily solved. For me it was just lots of things I hadn't processed from being younger, and by processing that my skin felt more comfortable now than ever before. So yeah, I really feel good. I know there's lots of other kinds of depressions and other mental health issues that are not as well easily solved or quickly solved, that it's like flipping a switch. This time it felt that way. I also had winter depressions, etc. And when the summer came, it also felt like I was melting away my depression or something. But yeah, well, that is what I wanted to say about it. I'm of course always open for your stories, and I guess it's time to start with my knitting and everything I have done the last 3 weeks, 2.5 I think, since the previous podcast. If you see this little thingy, this is Binx's toy. He is in a new kitten mood. Like he's tiny kitten playful again. He goes onto his scratch castle and starts meowing the crap out of things because he wants to play with this. It doesn't even have the toy on it anymore, but it's the stick he wants, or actually most of the times it's the little bit of string, but we cut it off. But he just wants to follow the stick. He's kind of half dog, half cat. He's a bit crazy. And if you hear him enthusiastically meowing, it's because I'm holding this and playing with him sometimes to keep him more quiet. I'm sticking it in my chair. Hopefully we can manage and we can get through this session. And start first with a finished object. And I'm really proud I finished this. It is my bunny top. And no, I'm not wearing it yet because I have to do some alterations. I have blocked it already and it grew a little bit too much, and now my armhole is way too deep. It's halfway here and I don't like that. Actually, I was wearing it to my grandmother so I could show it off, and the first thing she said, those armholes are too deep. It's not like she said, oh, you finished it, how nice. Those armholes are a bit deep, aren't they? No, it was just, those armholes are too deep. So, yeah. Sigh. And go on. And just not needing the appreciation from other people and just getting it from within because I like it and I love it. It's so soft. It's really nice. This is my hand-dyed yarn, Colourful Lace. It is a silk and merino blend. It is discontinued because I'm not a fan of dyeing it, and lace is not really a big seller in my shop. Also because I love sock yarn. I love to use it and I love to dye it. So I just decided to focus on sock yarn. And this lace I used myself, and of course now I'm a big fan of it. I'm not sure if I will knit a garment out of lace again. Probably will, but not with my hand dyed, I guess. It's beautiful. The pattern is by Tinka Knits. I'm not sure what size needle I used, but I always put it down here. You already saw that. And yeah, I just have to fix those armholes. And a friend told me that you can do single crochets around the whole armhole to make it a little bit tighter. She also does that for garments where her shoulder starts sagging. I forgot the word for that type of shoulder she mentioned. Oh well, it's not important. I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna see if that works. I also had some suggestions. I could knit a little bit with short rows inside it, but I don't need to fill it up. I actually want to close it like this, but if I do that with a mattress stitch, I get a weird line there, because of course this was knitted around and there is no line. There is no side seams. So that is my finished object, and with that we will just dive into my whips, because I have plenty of that. And I already noticed I lost something and found one back, so let me use that. So here it is. This is the yarn I'm using. This is Unicat. This is a 4-ply lace to fingering kind of yarn, and this is unplied, so it's more 4-thread instead of a 4-ply. The colorway, I think it is soft jade. So I started in the middle with the darkest color and I'm ending with white. And this is gonna be a Tegna sweater, and the Tegna is by Caitlin Hunter, who is Boylan Knitworks. I am in doubt on this thing. I will show you what I have so far. It's not that much. Or actually, when I knit it, it is quite a lot. Let me see, this is the good side. Because it's so many stitches, and I have seen lots of people making it into a Möbius and having a twist in it. So I have been checking and checking and checking and checking and checking, and I think I don't have one, but I'm still not sure, because, well, you really can't see it because of this scrunched up bit. And if I look at it now, I think I have one, and then I turn it around and then I think, oh no, I don't have one. So I'm not sure. And the part I am even more not sure about is how big it is and how wide. I did a swatch my way, and yeah, I'm absolutely not sure. I was having less stitches. I needed more stitches per inch than the pattern, and I went to the regular size I needed. Let me check it. I took the needle I really liked as for the fabric. This is 3.75 millimeter. And let me see, I went with that size. I went with the extra large, and having some more stitches per inch means that I am somewhere between a large and an extra large. My regular size would be a large for my bust circumference, but the sleeves were awful then. And it was recommended to go up a size, so you have 5 to 10 inch of positive ease, but that would make it like a really big, yeah, saggy thingy for me. And I don't like to wear that. I'm not really wearing all kinds of wide stuff. I like it from down here, but here it has to be a bit closer and not too wide. I have seen it on other people, and also there I understand that people don't like it because it's too wide. It doesn't per se make them ugly, but I understand the feeling they get when wearing it, that they feel even bigger than they are. So I'm not sure. This might be after all the lace and a part of the stockinette get ripped, or I will get some extra waist shaping in it. I'm not sure. We will have to see. I'm not that far, but this is one of my slowest knits in at the moment because I have to pay a lot of attention, and it is so many stitches. It's over 400. So iced coffee today, homemade with oat milk. I really love my oat milk at the moment. So yeah, I'm not sure about the Techna. Probably not gonna finish this year. Maybe I will, but there's so many other pretty things that I have here. That's actually one of the few things that's not with my own yarn and not going to be a sample. So I am going to show you this one now. It also doesn't have a project bag because it's in my cart and it's totally fine there. Here in my Chatty Cats Creations, the department of making socks bag is of course a sock. And this sock has dropped a few stitches. Okay, let me see. Let me fix it. I think I have them all. Now you know why you should put those caps on it. I have to count the stitches later, but here you can see the first progress. This is a speckled space sock, and it is in a colorful sock yarn in the colorway Dragon Fruit. So neon yellow, lime and pink with a little bit of black, just like Dragon Fruit. And the pattern is here. Speckled Space Socks. And I have to check, by Amanda B. Stevens. And this is a free pattern on Ravelry. And it's been in my queue for ages, and I thought it would be really nice with this speckled yarn. I'm knitting these in Haya Sharps 2.5 millimeters, my go-to size for this type of yarn. And there's a little cable in it, and there is also a yarn over that you slip over stitches. It doesn't really matter for your gauge. It knits like a regular stockinette, so I really like it. I went for the medium size, I think. Let me check. Or did I go for the big size? Let me check that. I want to give the right info. I went for the 64 stitches, which is the medium. I always go for 64 stitches with my stockinette. So I read the pattern and they said that it would probably be the same as a stockinette sock. And it was. So project number 2. Then in my little gray girls cat bag, there is the second half of this one. and it is here. You can see from the marker it's what I have done, and it's not a lot, but this one only gets worked on when traveling or just not feeling up to something patterned or something difficult, and there hasn't been a lot of times that I wasn't up to. So mostly this one gets knit on Wednesday mornings at my grandmother when I visit her, and I don't have a difficult pattern with me because I want to talk with her and do other stuff like mail. And that was a sneezy Binx, if you think, what the hell was that? So yeah, this one is really long, and I guess the second one will take a while. You will be seeing it. Oh, and I forgot all the info about it. The yarn I'm using is Pattern Scry. This is just socks, and the colorway is gray brown marl, and I'm also using a solid red for the toe and later on for the afterthought heels. I just cast on the toe on a 2.75mm higher sharp. I went a size up because this yarn is a bit thicker, and then decided I wanted to finish the whole ball of yarn, which I did. I think I had 1 gram left, so nearly nothing. First I wanted to do a red cuff as well, but then it would have been even longer, and then it would have been knee highs almost for my husband, and he was like, yeah, this is enough. Actually, I was done knitting this sock. So let's see where that second one takes me. I guess with summer now, and we're having a big, yeah, it's not officially a heat wave. It's been just really hot. Binx is going wild. I told you, he is like a kitten again. Yeah, that. I'm waving my magic wand. Let's see if he can quiet down. He's coming. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh, those socks don't need to be ready, I think, in winter. Somewhere in winter is fine. And since we're going to travel with the car and by plane before that, I guess I have a nice knitting project on the road. Next one is also in a little grey girl bag in my unicorn bag. I really like this bag. And actually in here is a very pretty rainbow. Let me see that front page. These are the Possible Socks by Lisa Ross, also known as Paper Daisy Creations. I really love her patterns. And I'm knitting this with leftovers from a test knit I did for her. I finished that test knit. And no, I cannot show it yet. Somewhere in September I can show it. Then the pattern will be released. Yeah, I'm looking forward to show you because it is a rainbow-tastic knit. But until then, you have to do with my leftovers that I am using for this sock. And I'm really enjoying this technique. I knit with Mosaic knitting before, but then it was purling. I hated that. I hated the look of that. It didn't fit. It was saggy, and I went for a smaller size and it didn't fit me, but it fit a friend perfectly. I did it in Sock Madness, so it had to be quick as well. But this one, it fits like a charm, and I love it. I really love it. This is gonna be a sample sock, but for this sample sock I'm gonna knit a second one later on. In case you think, why does she need all those sample socks? Well, I will be vending at Das Bunte Schaf in Germany, near Cologne, Keulen, hoe je het wil, how you want to call it. That was me going Dutch. I think it's very funny that places sometimes have a different name in 10 different languages. In this case, like in German it's Köln. In Dutch it is Keulen, and in English it's Cologne. So I'm like, whatever, same place. Well, it's near that. It's a really small place called Langenfeld, and it will be in a greenhouse. So it's a really nice spot, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've been dyeing up so much yarn, and I'm way behind of my schedule, so I hope I can dye a lot more. There's actually yarn at the moment setting, so I thought I'd take the time. But yeah, that's why I'm knitting all those things in my own yarn and not enjoying my huge stash that much. This yarn, this is polished concrete soft sock, smooth sock yarn, and this is also all smooth sock kittens. Kittens are 20 gram mini skeins, and yeah, all these colors, they are from my test knit leftovers. I have more, but I thought this would be a rainbow, very nice rainbow, as you can see. So I just finished the orange, and next up is of course then yellow, and I guess I can start with the gusset by the time I finish yellow. And then it's green, aqua and purple, and then we start over with pink, and I think I'm gonna leave the sock at that length. I might make them a bit longer. I have to see how much time I have, because well, knitting samples takes time. There's also another place I will be vending in this autumn. It is at the Knit Tea Retreat in Cardiff, and there will be a little market on Sunday afternoon where I think there are 11 or 12 vendors there with awesome stuff, and I will be one of them. So I have to see how I can get all my stuff on an airplane. Yeah, that's gonna be quite interesting. I'm also thinking of maybe shipping a box with 10 kilograms of yarn or something ahead, but I have to find someone who wants to take it in and drive it for me to the vending place, because of course I don't have a car there, and I am just me and Robert, so we already have 4 suitcases, which I think is quite a lot. Oh, I didn't tell you the needle I'm using. I am using a 2.5 millimeter higher sharp, I think. Can I check that? Yes, I can. Yeah, 2.5. Usually with smooth sock I go down to 2.25 millimeter or maybe even a 2 millimeter, but since this is with mosaic knitting and double yarn, I decided to go up because I tend to go really tight with 2 yarns at a time. But with mosaic knitting you actually only do 1 row, 1 color, and then same row with the same color, and then you switch it. So 2 rows with 1 color and then the other color 2 rows, which is actually a lot of fun. I have a schedule now that I want to try to knit 1 color a day. It can be half and then the other half of the pattern a day, but at least I have to do something. Next project is in this teacup bag. Yeah, I cast on a new shawl just because I couldn't resist the yarn. I'm checking if I have all my projects there. Yes, I have. This is going to be the Cosmic Dandy shawl by Julie Knits in Paris. I am actually going for this version. You can choose if you want a wide stripe, vertical stripe, or you want it smaller, and I like the wider stripe with the shorter or smaller brioche border. For this I am using some very funky colors. I asked Julie in a private message what she would use, and I wasn't sure about the mohair because I never used mohair, and she said go with the purple. You're gonna rock it. Well, I think it really rocks. This is how far I am. I'm still in section 1. It's gonna take a while because these brows are gonna get longer and longer. But this is also why my Tegna didn't grow. I really wanted to knit on this. I am using purple mohair. Cosmic Purple is the colorway. I dyed 2 more skeins, which will go in a shop update somewhere next month. Because I'm dyeing so much for the markets I'm vending, I don't really have time for big shop updates, so I'm doing a few small ones, probably only one in August, and then somewhere in August I will close my shop so I can do inventory and order things I need from the things I'm reselling, like Haya Haya and coconuts, but I have to see. So mohair. Then I have this purple smooth sock. This I just dyed for myself because, well, yeah, that's what you do when you dye yarn, and you need a color to go with it, and you really like that purple mohair. And then here it is. If I want exposure, I'll get my tits out on smooth sock. I was so in love with this yarn that I stole a skein, and you were in love with that yarn as well already from the skein last time I showed you. This is on BFL, the one I showed you as my test skein, and this is how it ended up on merino. Look at how freaking bright it is. This is the colorful version of If I Want Exposure, I'll Get My Tits Out. So this is mine. Yeah, I'm absolutely madly in love with that colorway, and you know me, I hate pink. So this really is a changer for me, and I've got all the feels about pink now. So maybe expect a little bit more pink from me. Who knows? Actually, my new dress has a really beautiful shade of pink, so I guess I have to dye something that matches this dress. Yellow with the pink and a little bit of teal. Here you can see, oh, I'm so in love with this dress, and I really need the yarn matching with that. So yeah, this is the Cosmic Dandy shawl in its early stages. I'm knitting this on a 4mm higher sharp. It's going to be nice and loose and drapey because the smooth sock is a light fingering yarn, and I really like that. It's going to be nice and loose. And at first, knitting the mohair was like, I don't know, it itches and ugh. I also tried it on and I was like, oh my god, no, it itches, I can't wear this. And then it was like a bit further and I could feel how soft the whole thing was, and I was like, oh, I can handle this. I put it around and it was like, that's not too bad. So I guess when I wash it and give it a little extra love with some unicorn clean, then it will probably be soft enough to wear. Wow, really wow. So that's it for knit whips. I guess it's enough, right? It wasn't enough for me because I have another whip. I fell in love with a cross stitch work, and when you fall in love with something and you think, how long has it been since I cross stitched? To be honest, it probably was about 8 years, maybe even 10. I got this one, this cross stitch, the Jeroentje en Katootje ABC. It's from a comic in a Dutch ladies magazine, de Libelle. Jan Jans en de kinderen. It's a comic I really adored, and when I saw this coming out about 15 years ago, I was madly in love with it. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be for our wedding. So I wanted to finish this Love ABC, because that's what it is. It's about those two being in love, and I was like, oh, it looks like Robert and me. And that big fat red cat I really love, and it reminds me of Binx, of course. I actually have a whole set of plates and things with that. I think a china set. Well, dinner plates, soup, bowls, etc. I have it. I really love it. And yeah, I didn't finish it before our wedding. Next year we're gonna be married 10 years. I think all that time it was in a hidden corner, stashed away. But I picked it up again. I bought myself some rings. I will show you more in the acquisitions part. Because I wanted to try that. My mom and my father both didn't use those rings because they just scrunched up the fabric to hold it, and then you can easily go multiple rows. But I was missing something to hold, and it was starting to hurt my hands, so I decided to go with a ring and try it. And this is actually also my first time I'm doing the little black borders around it. So the lines of everything. So that's also new to me, and I really like it. So I only had to finish a shoe, and I started the first letter, syllable. Well, I started the Q, the first part of the alphabet. We're gonna see. I always start in the middle. I'm not sure how you do it, but I just go with a cross and then start in the middle. I actually really enjoyed it. But of course, now it's also Tour de Fleece time. So I have to choose between cross stitching, knitting, and spinning. And I also went with the spinning. I actually finished my first bobbin on day 2 already. I have done some stash diving, and I found some really nice mini bats by Dishful Diva. I combined them with a sample of faux cashmere I got from Undercover Otter. I first wanted to use it as is, as the little bit of roving, but that didn't work out well. So I decided to card it on my beautiful card Woolmakers drum carder, and I added the blue mini bat to it. I separated this in 4 parts so it would be easier to handle. These are the mini bats. There's actually 3 pink ones, pink, purple, and then 1 blue with the roving I got from Undercover Otter that I recarded. This is what I got, and then I just put it all together and make it in one beautiful mixture. I make mini strips as well, and then I found this, and this is actually also some Undercover Otter sample in a slumber party. But it spins up like this. I actually like it that I separated them and that I hold the strips of blue and pink together, but they tend up not to go muddy because either it takes just the blue one or it takes the pink one, and by holding it I can go shorter periods than the whole strip. So I'm very curious how this is gonna be. And there's fluff everywhere, literally now. I really like it. I hopefully will be able to spin today. Because every time I sit down to spin, within 2 minutes I have a cat on my lap over my spinning hand. So he will have to be over my hand, or she. Laia also does it. Yesterday I had a bit of a compromise. I put Laia in my shirt and Robert made a video of it. I will add that clip, of course. And at the end, clips are always almost at, always always at the end. That's what I wanted to say. It was rather funny. I also took my wheel outside when we had a barbecue. I was like, I want to spin. Go away, puss. I'm going away. You can find your other things to do, because no, I want to spin now. I actually, most of the times, only spin once a year with the Tour de Fleece. I think it's really, really sad, but I just don't have the time for it. So yeah, that is all the whips. I am checking the time. I am gonna leave some Tour de Fleece planning stuff out. I will tell you about it next time when I'm actually spinning it. Because now I have some nice things to tell you about winning patterns. Last time we had a giveaway and there were quite a few who joined in that giveaway. So I decided to add an extra copy of Halcyon. And yeah, let's just announce the winners. I used a random number generator, so I just typed in your names, gave you all a number, and then randomized the whole thing through random.org. And I'm not going to show you all, but you just gotta believe me. And I did that all before the podcast because it would take too much time to do it now. The winner of the ebook is the ebook of Cici and Demi Elman, the Tickled Pink with all the beautiful knitting patterns, is Sarah Ganson. So congratulations, Sarah. Your favorite was the Thistles in Bloom sock, and that really is a nice pattern. I absolutely agree with you. Then there's three runners up now, and those are Wendy Whalen, Nicole Acuna, and Jennifer Wilmer. And you all three got a copy of the Halcyon pattern by Dana Gervais, the one I supplied the yarn for. Here is the pattern. I still have to block it. Yeah, I know. Please send me a message on Ravelry with your Ravelry name and I can send you a coupon code for the pattern. And of course, thanks to everyone for joining in. Then we have the coupon code. I always forget, but now I remembered. Frog Peak Creations has kindly offered us a coupon code of 15% off with the coupon code Colourful15. So if you are watching, you can order a beautiful bag from her with 15% off. The coupon code is valid for a very long time, so do enjoy it. I think her shop is very full at the moment, so go check her out. And then, oh god, we're at acquisitions. When I was getting everything ready for the podcast, I thought I didn't even get that much. And then I had everything ready. So, first up is this beautiful stitch marker, and it comes in a beautiful packaging. Look at how cute it is with that little embossed knitting and the card it is attached to. I really, really love it. This is by Things of Lonnie, and she's on Etsy with things of Lonnie. Here you can see all the info. I will also put a link in the show notes on YouTube, of course. And yeah, I follow her for a pretty long time, and this seed bead stitching stuff is way beyond me. I am so not good at that. I do not have the, I have a lot of patience, but not for that. I also really like to work small when making beads and everything, but not like that. That's really not my cup of tea. So I was like, when are you gonna open your shop? When are you gonna open your shop? Oh, I can't wait till you open your shop. And she finally opened her shop and I snagged one. I'm so happy with it. I really love it, and I actually really love it as a pendant on a necklace. Probably gonna wear it that way. Then, if you followed it all, and that if I want exposure, I'll get my tits out colorway, was not on its own. It was a whole collective, the Tits Out Collective, and it was all organized by Countess Ablaze. Yeah, 287 makers in the end launched their beautiful things on July 1st, last week. And of course I had to shop around at other makers. I fell in love with this beautiful bag by the Knitting Goddess. Exterminate copycats. So, copying sucks. Make original work. I really love it. Yeah. As a Doctor Who fan. I'm being married to a bigger Doctor Who fan. You just have to. Even my husband understood I had to get this project bag. So even though it's black, I just had to get it. I bought more. I bought patterns. I bought the Tits Out pattern, the Tit Mitts, I think it was called, by Renee Kies. And I also bought Julie Knits in Paris, her exposure top. I got 2 yarns. Yeah, I think I got 2 yarns as well. But they're still on the way, so I will show them to you later this month. Then, I was telling you about the wonderful pattern I fell in love with. Well, I can only show you this. It is actually a secret stitch along. It came out and it was already shown. Let me find it. There it is. It ended, so the picture is already shown. I hope, so hope you can see this. I think it's 2 blue tits. Very funny with the Tits Out Collective. I saw a beautiful card with 2 tits on it, but I really fell in love with this. And I actually thought the background was white, but it wasn't. It's actually a gray fabric, and well, you know me, I'm totally not a gray person, so that bugged me a little bit. But at least the colors of thread is really beautiful. And because of the gray, I decided, actually, when I bought those rings, I bought 3 sizes to see which one would be best: 16, 19 and 22 centimeter. I'm using the 19 at the moment to try. But with that, I also ordered some white. Actually, I ordered 2 because I'm not sure. I hope it is big enough. It's actually a square, 56 by 56 centimeters, and these are 50 by 75 centimeters. So I'm also not sure how I'm going to use a round project. Maybe it's going to be... Hey, get off that table! Ah! Dude! Rude! Yeah, very rude. I don't know what it is with my cats. Get off! Yeah, he's bored. He needs to play. They are constantly at the tables. Both, I think they started their second youth or something. Laia is getting on tables every day, multiple times, and she knows she's not allowed. She gets her wet coat of fur. It doesn't matter. She keeps jumping on. I am actually putting the flowers up here now instead of on the table. After these flowers, I'm not gonna get the flowers for a while because I want to stop inviting her on the table because it's the flowers she wants. And most of them are poisonous, so yeah. Also, let's continue with the acquisitions. You know me. I am a huge color lover, and I am if I want something, I need to have it all. So when I ordered the stuff for cross stitching, I also saw this beautiful tin of DMC Moulinet, yeah, is it yarn? No, it's thread, cross stitch thread, that's what it is. It's a beautiful box, and these colors are in there. I will open it for you. I'm also keeping Binx happy and satisfied. Yes. Here it is. I really had to have this. These are all the new colors that came out recently. So I was like, yeah, gotta have it. I know my parents had every color. I didn't have black with my Jan Jans en de Kinderen, Jeroentje en Cadeautje ABC thing. I'm not sure. I think they wanted me to do it with dark gray, but there wasn't enough dark gray and there wasn't enough dark blue, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna use black. You didn't add it, but maybe I lost it. I have no clue. There's not even somewhere written what color I use for it, so I went with this. This is what my parents had. These cards, and also a wonderful handmade wooden box by my father. I apparently lost something. Ah, there it is. That wooden box also has those little wooden bobbins, and my father also made all those himself, and then they wound the nice pieces of floss on there. I'm not yet getting that box because my mom can't let it go. It was all handmade by my father, so yeah, it's still getting a lot of love. My mom hasn't cross-stitched in like 15 years, I think. Even when my father was still alive, she didn't do it anymore, and my father couldn't see it anymore, so he wasn't doing it anymore. But someday I will get it all, and I will have a complete collection of all colors now because I bought those 35 new colors. So yeah, that was it for my acquisitions. I guess that was enough. There's still yarn on the way. There's one more thing, but I'm not going to show you because it's the brand new July Igor colorway from Undercover Otter. Yeah, it just came this weekend. No, I'm not going to show you yet because it's on the way to a lot of people, and if my viewers are going to get one, I don't want to spoil the surprise. I know how hard it is to look away when someone says, don't look. So yeah, I'm going to wait it out for a little bit for you guys. Then, there's still yarn in my shop. I wanted to show you. I have dyed a lot of tits out. This one is on BFL. This one is also a bit more bright. The test skein was a bit more muted. And yes, I knit a pair of tits with it because I wanted to tell you about my charity of choice. And here I have all the tits on soft sock. I really like the colorway, and I'm gonna dye a lot more. I want to take it with me to Das Bunte Schaf as well, and I gonna keep donating to the charity. I have already gotten over 100 euros to donate for them for De Breiboezem, the Dutch Knitted Knockers Foundation, and that's why I knit these, of course, a pair of knitted knockers. If I want exposure, I will get my tits out. That's, of course, the whole idea behind it, and yeah, I'm really proud of you guys for making an effort and having me being able to donate so much yarn. I'm at a loss for words, you know this. Yeah, I'm really proud. I'm really happy. So I will keep dyeing this colorway for a while, I guess. So far over 30 skeins, and that's a lot for me for one colorway. And yeah, this week I'm gonna dye up more smooth sock. Half of this is already sold, so I only have 3 ready to ship, and I have one very limited edition BFL one left. I don't carry BFL sock yarn because I'm a merino kind of girl. I think it's just a little bit more scratchy than merino. Merino is so much softer. I really love merino, and yeah, I know some of you really like BFL, so I have 1 skein left. If someone wants to buy that, it's ready to ship, so it will ship out on Friday, and I'm trying to do my best to get all orders shipped within a week, but dye to order, please give me 2 weeks because I have to dye other colorways as well. Otherwise, I'm not gonna have yarn at Das Bunte Schaf or in Cardiff. I also have to make beads, which is also a kind of a thing, because in summer I actually don't like to make beads because it's so hot in my attic. It's up to 40 plus Celsius there at the moment, and yeah. Today we're gonna have a little bit less heat, so maybe I should try it this afternoon, but this afternoon I have to go to physiotherapy. So maybe tomorrow morning, tomorrow is gonna be better as well. So let me check my notes. I think I have everything I wanted to say. You wanna get up? No, I'm getting a stare. What? I don't wanna play. I'm not that cat. Oh God. Yes, he wants to. He wants to. Oh, he's taking the lazy route. That's easy, Binx. Yeah, that's easy. I'm trying. I'm trying, people. I'm trying to get him in the show. So, something else I wanted to tell you. That's my nifty little gadget. I got it in yesterday, and it just buzzed me that I have to get up and start walking, because I didn't get to my 250 steps this hour. I only have 189 to go. It's quite easy to get the steps done, actually. I didn't expect that. And I didn't get it to lose weight. I got it because I wanted to track my sleeping and see how I can improve that, because I haven't been sleeping well. It was pretty bad with the heat. It's really warm in our bedroom, and we can't keep the temperature down somehow. And yeah, I wore it this night for the first time. I got it in yesterday, so I haven't gotten a lot of hours with it yet. But the first night was indeed what I expected. Of the 8.5 hours I am in bed, I only slept like 4.5, and the rest I was restless or awake. Yeah, that's quite right. But yeah, I'm actually thinking I like this. I was like, I really want one for a long time, but why would I buy one? And then I saw this coral orangey neon-y color, and I was like, yeah, that's it. So I thought about it 2 days. I was like, Robert, I really want to get one. And he said, yeah, go for it. I heard you. Go for it. So I wonder of other Fitbit users, why do you have it? And do you have any tips, suggestions? What should I add on my Fitbit app? What can I do with it? Tell me. I'm totally new to it. So far I'm really liking it. My daily goals are really low and no expectations. Like I said, I'm not using it to lose weight. I am embracing body positivity. I am okay with myself, who I am, and yeah, actually really loving the whole body positivity thing. If you want to know something about it, let me know. I have some really good Instagram accounts you can follow. Yeah. What I learned from body positivity is that dieting only makes your body worse. I know that from experience because my whole metabolism is broken. Because I started dieting when I was 8. I had to diet when I was that young. And after that, lots and lots of diets have followed, and yeah, that wasn't really productive. So everything about that is now kind of broken. So I decided now it's time to let it go. Diets are only for the diet industry, for their pockets and getting money. The same thing goes with like cellulite. Everyone has that. It's fat cells. Everyone has fat cells. The only reason we have problems with it is because someone said that's bad. And you know why he said it? Because he wanted to sell a product so we could solve it and we could use it, and it doesn't even work. And he would be rich and we would still have a complex. So I'm embracing everything. I am following Body Posi Panda. I'm also reading her book, Body Positive Power. And it's really good. It's a real big eye-opener, and I laughed really hard last week when Megan, Body Posi Panda, posted a video of herself dancing, and her belly and legs and everything was jiggly. It's one thing I really hated about myself. That's jiggling fat. When I laugh and everything jiggles, or when I dance and oh my god, you can see everything moving. And actually, after seeing that video, I went and in my underwear danced in the bathroom. It was really freeing. I really loved every part of myself. Yes, Binx, that was a mistake. Someone got on a box, jumped, and the whole box and everything fell over. My little idiot. But yeah, I loved every part of it because, well, my legs take me where I need to be, and my belly is really nice and soft, and Binx massages it, and how can I hate something that gets so much love from the cats. He also massaged my leg, and I posted that video on Instagram stories. I was like, yeah, I'm getting a massage. And then I posted after that, yeah, I know my leg is fat, but I love it anyway, and I accepted myself for who I am. Of course I have days I struggle, but yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with who I am. I hope you can say that too. And I wish you the peace of mind that comes with it. And there is no judgmental thing in my head anymore. I don't judge others that much anymore, which is really nice, because I came from a very judgmental upbringing. My mom always was, oh, look at that, you can't wear that. If you're that big, you can't wear that. You shouldn't. I'm like, let everyone wear what they want. Let them be happy. And if they are happy, I'm happy. I don't care. Just let others live their life the way they want to. So, yeah. I guess before I really start rambling a lot more about body positivity, just drop me a note if you want to hear more about it. I'm a really big convert, and I'm really happy I found this way of thinking about myself, not being so harsh and negative anymore, and just being positive and seeing myself positive and loving every part of my body, also the ones I have been hating before, because that hate is just something we learned, and it's time that we love ourselves again, just like we used to when we were probably little kids, and we were just, oh my, I feel so nice in my skin, because we didn't think of all the things that other people could think, etc. Yeah, with that, I'm gonna leave you because this has been going on long enough. Binx wants his attention and I have to get back to my yarn. I will see you again when I will see you again. I am not making any promises because I'm ridiculously busy. I hope to get back on the schedule for every 2 weeks. So that is what I can say. Bye bye!